You wanna lose weight? You got a craving? You gotta swap around.
Losing weight, it's not just a physical thing. It's here and it's here. Fight through it. You can do it. Don't give up.
So in case you haven't guessed yet, this is snack hacks, meaning swaps. If you have a craving for something, we're gonna show you some ideas of the things that when we were first starting out, we used to swap out when we got cravings. If you got cravings for salty and or crunchy things, like chips, buttery popcorn, peanuts, got some lower calorie options for you. We did not do low carb. We concentrated on lower fat and portion control in the beginning. So we have some swaps for that.
We literally did all of these, and me and my wife, Nicole, that one.
This one.
We both lost 130 pounds. Not just lost the weight. This will be going on our 7th year of keeping it off as well.
I was gonna look around for another wife for a second. There.
She's upstairs, the other one.
Okay, so we did this because we had a ton of cravings in the beginning, and we didn't want to just totally cut those foods out. Skinny Pop is huge. You can get the little bags now, but you can also get the gigantic bags at Costco.
Is it huge or is it
gigantic?
Skinny.
And it's skinny? Gigantic and skinny. So this stuff is super good. And this bag, it's only 100 calories. Now, we don't track calories. We never did, but we did portion. So this is a great portion already done for you.
I guess if you're a calorie person and you're portioning, it would work for you too, right?
Yeah. These pretzels are amazing. You can have 5 of these for, I want to show you, because
they're a good size.
Even though you don't, like, even though we didn't track, we liked to have an idea. You can have 5 of these for 2 grams of fat.
You know what, guys, too? Our biggest fear when we were starting to lose weight was that we were gonna have that FOMO, that fear of missing out.
Yes.
We thought, like, okay, yeah, we're cutting our portions, we're gonna be starving, we're gonna be wanting for things. Well, with these snack swaps, you're not gonna feel like you're missing out. And we tried everything before this, and this worked.
We love these things. I look forward to all of this stuff. So another crunchy and salty are rice cakes. You can also get them in butter popcorn flavor if you don't want to do the actual popcorn. You can eat these. These are low in carbs, fat, sugar, and calories. They're awesome, and they come in a ton of different flavors. The butter popcorn and the white cheddar are our favorite. Another thing for crunchy and salty, we used light peanut butter, and 1 tablespoon is the portion size. Dipped our apples in it, or you can also dip celery in peanut butter. Also, one of my favorite snacks was light Cheese Whiz and celery. I loved that. 2 stalks of celery and a tablespoon of light Cheese Whiz. It was like the best part of my night.
And a couple raisins on top for the ants. No, you didn't.
You can do that too if you have like a sweet, salty, crunchy thing going on.
But they go with peanut butter, right? The ants on a log.
Yes, they do. But you know what you can swap out the raisins for is low sugar or no sugar added dried cranberries, which will still give you that sweetie sort of thing to go on your peanut butter and celery. Aw,
sweetie.
Another thing you can do, I'm cheating, I'm pulling from the sweet section for a minute. You can cut your apples up, drizzle peanut butter on them, melt some sugar-free chocolate chips if you want some sweet with your salty crunchy, and drizzle the chocolate over top as well. And I did that too. Or sometimes I would just melt the chocolate and dip my apples in. So, giving you some sweet too in there. Another crunchy, salty, lean or no-fat deli slices wrapped around pickles.
And this one is Black Forest ham, extra lean.
Extra lean.
We still eat, this is our pre-workout snack because before our weightlifting sessions, we like to have a bit of extra salt. And this is still one of our favorite snacks.
Yeah, we loved it. We mostly focused on portioning and making sure we enjoyed our food. So this is why there are things that are going to be a bit higher in sodium. We didn't worry about that too much. We focused on balance, portions, and enjoying what we were eating.
For the pickles, guys, just make sure there's no added extra sugar or anything in them.
Like these, there's 2 carbs, no fat.
Usually you're safe with, hold on. Usually you're safe with dill pickles. It's like the butter pickles or like those sweet pickles that have extra sugar in them.
Yeah, you want to just check your labels, make sure you're not getting anything added. Another thing, veggies and dip. Carrots and dip.
So we used to be big, potato chip and dip fans. And we still like the action of dipping stuff, so we found this.
This stuff is awesome too. I just discovered this. It's Natrel whipped garlic and chive. This is amazing. For 2 tablespoons, look at that. 0.5 fat for 2 tablespoons.
And there are tons of other,
and 2
like
carbs.
in the beginning, we didn't know about this, but we discovered other light dips. So just have a look in your grocery store.
Any sort of light dip. You can also make your own, speaking of dips. So if you're craving salsa, but you don't like the macros or the contents of the ones from the store, you can make your own with diced tomatoes and some seasonings. Other dips, light Cheese Whiz, we used to use that all the time. Fat-free cream cheese, you can get a ton of different flavors in that. In Canada, we get 95% fat, I think, something like that.
Fat-free.
And
imagine 95% fat dip.
Low-fat dips or fat-free dips. That would be weird. You can also make your own dips with Greek yogurt, fat-free Greek yogurt. You can also use cottage cheese to make your own dips. Fat-free sour cream we used a lot, and just add your own seasonings in there. There's a ton of different ways that you can make your own dips as well. The other thing to finish out the salty, crunchy sort of thing, you can make your own chips. I loved doing this. I took a pita, a whole grain pita, the smaller ones. I think they're like 6 inches, 6-inch rounds. I just ran out, or I would show you, but it looks like this. And it's whole grain.
They look exactly like that.
Yeah, like this. And I would spray it with cooking spray and then put garlic powder. You can put light Parmesan cheese on it if you want. And I would make my own like garlic pita chips.
Sometimes garlic salt too.
Sometimes garlic salt. Put whatever you want on it. Spray it with cooking spray. I sometimes would use butter flavor or extra virgin olive oil flavor to give it a little bit more of a flavor. Toast it or slice it actually first with a pizza cutter. Make it into little wedges, triangles, and toast them. Bam, your own chips in like 5 minutes. And you can dip them in any dip you want. Dip them in the Natrel, dip them in whatever. Dip them in your dip.
Speaking of dips, where is my other wife?
That was pretty good.
Thanks.
Okay, so now let's cover savory for a minute. So if you're craving savory stuff like pizza, French fries, tacos, anything you want, you can totally make your own low-fat, low-carb versions using low-carb pitas, low-carb tortillas. We used to make our own mini pizzas all the time with either low-carb pitas or English muffins. And you just get the low-fat sauce, low-sugar, low-fat sauce. Sometimes we used pasta sauce because we found it had better macros. Yeah. And again, we don't track, but we still check the macros just to pick the best option. Then you top it with turkey pepperoni or extra lean deli slices or lean chicken or any lean protein and fat-free or low-fat cheese. You can use fat-free cheese slices, or you can use low-fat shredded cheese or cheese strings. We used it all.
And I'm an impatient son of a gun, so what we did with those things are great. You put them in the toaster oven.
So fast.
Literally like a piece of toast. It's ready, and you can be eating in minutes.
And there are so many options of low-fat and fat-free fries now. You can take your pick anywhere. Or you can make your own. We used to make our own sweet potato fries. Right now I have sweet potatoes in here. You can make them in the chunk form. You can make them in real thin to make them sort of chippy. Or you can make them in fry form. And we used to dip them in fat-free sour cream. Wow, that was really good. That was one of my favorite things to make. Any sort of homemade, any sort of thing you're craving, you can make it lower. You can get a lean turkey burger or a lean beef burger and put it on a low carb bun or in a low carb wrap. Top it with fat-free cheese, lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle, low-fat mayo, and anything you want. Fat-free ranch. So, moving on to the sweet. If you're craving sweet stuff, like cake, pop, or soda if you're American, any sort of like whatever, candy, sweets, cookies, anything like that. You got flavored sparkling waters and diet sodas that you can swap out for the full sugar kinds.
Again, people always say, what about the chemicals? Well, we were in dire need. We were in dire needs of getting the weight off. We needed to get the weight off to survive, to live.
Yeah.
So, in the beginning and even now, we choose our battles.
Exactly. We don't concern ourselves with chemicals and aspartame. Branched chain amino acids, or BCAAs for short, you can get them in a ton of really good flavors, and they have actual like vitamins and stuff in them. And they flavor your water. So they not only taste sweet and help with your sugar craving, but they also help you get more water in.
The other thing that BCAAs are really good for is during. They're for like intra-workout supplements. You put some in your water during your workout, and it keeps you in an anabolic state versus a catabolic state, meaning you're not, burning off muscle. Or it helps you get through the workout, basically.
Candy craving, flavored sugar-free gum is awesome. We still love using this. Sprinkles. A teaspoon of sprinkles is only 3 grams of sugar. You can sprinkle that on low sugar pudding, fat-free Cool Whip, anything you want as a little treat.
And you get the bonus with the sprinkles, you feel fancy.
And you feel fancy, of course. Other things for toppings, you can use like no sugar added or sugar-free jams and syrups.
This is great. I use this in my oatmeal, yogurt, and berries in the morning. Oh yeah.
I use this on a low-carb pita with light peanut butter and do a PB&J pita and toast it. It's so good. Also, for chocolate cravings, there are such thing as stevia sweetened chocolate chips. I love these things. I put them in my protein pancakes. I put them in everything.
And a little goes a long way.
Just
don't
a
go
few.
go nuts with them.
5 or 6.
Sparingly.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Just 5 or 6, just for a little treat, or like I said earlier, melt them and drizzle them on an apple or whatever. Ice cream. We get Kool-Aid in Canada. We also get Halo Top. You guys get Halo Top in the States. These are excellent. We never did the pint. We always did half a cup, which is a serving. So half a cup. Pretty low sugar, pretty low macros.
I'll focus in for the friends. And once again, if you don't get Kool-Aid at your grocery stores, there are a ton of diet ice creams now.
Yeah, there's Enlighten, there's Halo Top.
There's Breyers in Canada has a lighter brand.
Breyers. You can also just go with, there wasn't any of those when we started. We used low sugar or sugar-free ice cream.
Now, if you're saying to yourself, you go to the grocery store and you're looking at these and you're picking them up and you say, hey, Kyle and Nicole said they were lighter, but it feels about the same weight as the Haagen-Dazs and Ben & Jerry's. We mean lighter calories, you goose.
Unless, of course, someone ate it, then it'll be lighter.
Yeah, unless we go and put this back because it's half empty. Then it will be lighter.
He is a goose.
Dad jokes.
Okay, cereal. Believe it or not, cereal will help with your sweet craving. And if you have chocolate cravings, you can get the chocolate kind, or you can get the fruit flavored kind for your sugary, like fruity cravings. There's only, and this is chocolate frosted flakes, there's only 1 gram of fat and 15 grams of sugar for 3/4 of a cup. For sweet craving, I measure out 3/4 of a cup, and it is everything.
And throw it in your ice cream and be wild.
That's another thing, yep. Or in yogurt and make like your own granola.
Yep, just keep it portioned with the sugary cereal.
Everything here that we're showing you, all of these swaps, we portion all of them. That's how we lost weight, was portioning everything. So you can have anything you like, it just has to be portioned. Any sort of cravings you have, baking, muffins, cakes, donuts, there are some really cool protein baking mixes now. You can also just go get low fat or fat free baking mixes in the store as well, or half the fat.
We also have shown recipes where we make our own out of oatmeal and
Yes.
eggs and stuff like that.
Dropped it. But
That's why I keep another wife around, because if you're dropping.
clean up my mess. So you can make anything with this stuff. There's recipes online for
They're
this
really
brand.
good for making pancakes.
And baking. But you can make muffins, donuts, anything. And like Kyle said, we have recipes where we make them with oatmeal. You can Google as well. There are a ton of different ways to get your cravings in lower carb, lower sugar forms now. Cookies. I just found these recently. These are Dare Simple Pleasures Cinnamon Snaps. These are amazing cinnamon cookies. And you get 4 of them, and they're a pretty good size. For 4, it's 3 grams of fat and 6 sugar, which is really good. And look at the size. You get a lot. That's a serving. That's quite a good amount. And you can sometimes I dip them in my Cool Way.
No.
Or I put fat-free Cool Whip on top. Another last thing for the sweet, I just recently discovered the sprouted grain cinnamon raisin bread. 1 slice is 5 grams of sugar. So you could even top this with the sugar-free jam and the low-fat peanut butter or light margarine and get your sweetie craving out that way. So we literally ate all of these things. We swapped all of our full-fat, full-sugar things out for these. It helped us both lose 130 pounds and keep it off. Like Kyle said, we're going into our 7th year.
And if we've learned anything, you do not want to deprive yourself of anything. You want to have fun. You want to feel like you're snacking.
You want to love your food.
Yeah. If you don't love it, not sustainable.
No. So we hope you guys enjoyed this.
Hey, what about those cheese strings back there?
Oh, I forgot.
Bonus.
In the savory section, I forgot to tell you about sandwiches. You are good. Good thing I only have one husband, because you're the one. Cheese. You can do low-fat cheese strings, or you can get fat-free cheese slices, put them on some low-carb or sprouted grain bread, and make your own sandwiches using lean deli slices, pickles, low-fat mayo. Load it up, Buttercup. Make your own beautiful sandwiches.
Love your lunch. Love your food.
Can even make a turkey club with turkey bacon and lean turkey breasts and everything.
We have fun on this journey, and we have the entire 7 years. Because if it wasn't fun, we wouldn't have lasted this long.
Exactly. And we're still going, and we still love our food every day, and we still let ourselves have what we're craving. And usually we do it in this form. We swap it out.
And if you want to stalk us daily, follow us on Instagram.
Or eat the stalks of celery. Yes.
I'll handle the humor, okay?
I'm hilarious. Follow us on Instagram, the friends, because we, at the Colette's, by the way, we are always on there. It's so much easier for interacting with you on there. We just went live the other day on there.
From Walmart. We were shopping at Walmart, we were live with the friends. We're Walmarting with us.
So if you're following us on Instagram, you'll see that stuff. We also do Q&As there with you. We can answer your comments and questions faster. So get on there if you're not there. What are you doing with your life? Okay, so one more question. You tell us, are you a sweet or a salty friend? You tell us.
And hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Hope this inspires you to swap some stuff out.
And have fun with your food.
Have fun with this, my friends. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Or what? The scary eyes of doom.
Scary eyes. What's wrong with your mouth?
That comes with the scary eyes.
Oh, okay. It's a bonus.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye, guys.